Hi guys, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Spider-Man from the Sinister 6 Marvel Legends box set from Toy Biz. But before we get to the figure itself, let's take a look at the box and all the other figures in the set. And here is the collector's packaging for the Spider-Man vs. the Sinister 6 box set. Now, if you're watching the review because you like this particular figure, then obviously that's perfectly fine. You can find the individual figures for around about £10 to £30. The £20 mark is roughly where most of them are sold at, and then a little bit more if you can, for example, find a Green Goblin with his pumpkin bombs and so on. But they are out there, they are available, and if you want them in this kind of packaging, if you want all the Sinister Six and you want to display them like this, because the box is an extremely nice display, it really is. I would really love to have this on a shelf. I want to get the individual figures cheaply. I obviously don't care if they come with all the accessories or not because I have them in this set. But yeah, I really would like extra figures. But this set I got it for £50 from a Comic Con. Awesome deal. Most of them go for about £300 or £400 on eBay, so I got an awesome deal there. But I would suggest to get the set because it just looks incredible, and for me at least it's like the holy grail of Marvel Legends to me, at least Spider-Man wise anyway. But yeah, a quick look at the box. Basically, as you can see, it really is worth it. Such awesome figures in an awesome display. You have all the names down the bottom. You got the comic book in the back, the artwork book. I would, however, really like it if Craven's base was down there where there's a gap, and then as you can see up here, you've got Goblin's base, which is hidden underneath the glider. That really should be behind Goblin, because then he's got a couple of pumpkin bombs that are behind that, which are a really nice set of accessories, and he's also got his satchel as well, his bag. But you can't see them, so if you at the time were to go and buy this in a shop for a good price, or now, whatever, if you see it, you're not actually seeing all the accessories for goblins, so you might not like it as much, so you might not buy it, whereas if they show them off in the package, they've got enough space to, so they really should have done that. And then also Doc Ock, you can only see two of his arms. The other two of his arms are curled up on the other side of the base, but if you're just looking at the package, you just can't see them, so how do you know that they're actually in there? And then on the back of the box, over on the left hand side, you see all the pages of artwork that are included in that poster book. And then on the right hand side you see all the bios for each individual character, and then on the bottom you got Spider-Man's bio, and then in the middle we have a little description of the set. Also included in the box is the Sinister 6 poster book. Now it does actually show you all of the images that are in the book on the back of the box, and on the back of this booklet it shows you Marvel Legends Series 6. I really want that Deadpool so badly, but you can see Juggernaut, Cable, Wolverine, Punisher, Phoenix, and if we come to the start, you can see the movie Spider-Man from the first film, which is pretty cool. 67 points of articulation, that's a hell of a lot. And then over here we get the artwork, so I'll just flick through these real quick because you don't want to sit here all day looking at this, because if you get it for yourself, then you can sit there and stare at it all you like. Really like some of these Venom ones and the Black Cat ones. It's nice. Big one, which is the same artwork as what's on the front. Let me get this one right here, and this, and then Black Cat. But yeah, I must say the Venom and the Black Cat are the best ones out of this. And then at the back it also shows off the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four box set. And now here's all of the Sinister 6 action figures put together, so you can see clearly just how great they look together, but also you can see the size comparisons. It's a really nice level of heights between all of them. It's not like they've gone for reuses of molds, so you get some that are the same height. Every single one of these guys is a different height. So yeah, they look really awesome together. You can get some great dynamic poses from them. And even like this, just pretty much all stood up straight, they look absolutely fantastic together. And onto the figure itself, I just absolutely love this thing. Let's start with the base. As you can see, you can use it to get some really great poses. It's very simple, but that's all it needs to be. Some other bases in the set that are quite simple, a bit like the Black Cat. I mean, what the hell's that? But they don't really work too much for me. But this thing, it's exactly what you want from a Spider-Man base. It's Spider-Man's face, unless you want a logo or something. But yeah, very nice. And then we get onto the figure itself, and this is one of the most detailed Spider-Man figures out there in the way of moulding and whatnot. If we take a close-up look at the suit here, you can see everything is sculpted. If it gets in focus, everything is sculpted. There's nothing that's just black lines on there, you know, it's all sculpted in. Very nice. The only part that's missing paint app is just the neck right here. As you can see, the spider looks awesome. It's a very worn look. You've got all the wrinkles and everything. The blue is a mixture of like a light blue, a dark blue, and then a black. Looks so cool. And then down here, all the red bits are all done very well with bits of light red, dark red, some black shading too. There's even wrinkles down on the feet. And if we take a look down the arms, you can see how they look. And they have actually, instead of like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie figure that's come out now, where that uses a red one and it looks good from the outside, then on the inside you got red pegs showing. This actually has blue pegs on that side and red on that side. They have actually painted them. And then over on the back, as you can see, it comes with this webbing, but you can still see through it very well. But if I just move that out the way, look how awesome that spider logo looks. That just looks so cool. And then you've got that awesome design carrying on throughout the rest of the suit. It just looks so cool. All the molded detail, and it's all done with shading. You know, they haven't just molded it and then just left it. It's just so superbly done. It's got so much depth for a Spider-Man figure. It's unreal. Obviously, this is removable. It just wraps around his arms up here, his neck, and then it comes through his legs round here, and that holds onto him. So you can get that very awesome, Amazing Spider-Man look with the webbing underneath the arms. It hinders articulation in some areas, but not in others. So let's take a look at that now. The head goes up and down, left and right, and then the neck itself actually also moves too. So we have the whole neck moves left and right, and the whole neck moves forward and back. So awesome articulation there. Shoulders, you've got this extra like kind of armpit joint here, and then this whole section also rotates in and out, and then you've got the shoulder that moves independently of that, and then that also swivels, and then depending on what number of movements you get out of this, you know, will depend on how this looks, whether you want it stretched or baggy or whatever. But obviously it will hinder some movement if you have it like fully stretched with both arms. Swivel at the bicep, we have double jointed elbow, rotation over here at the wrist, and then also in and out, and then all of the fingers move like that. So we've got no web thwipping hands, but you can give him some closed fists. And then he has waist articulation over here, just a swivel, good ab crunch, not hindered by the webbing there, and then the legs forward and back, in and out. The only problem is this part here is painted, so as you can see it is wearing a little bit. And then we have swivel at the thigh, and it's even wrinkled all the way around the thigh, so wherever you move it you're going to get awesome detail. And then he has double jointed knees. We have down here a swivel at the calf, the feet go all the way up and down. We have rockers at the feet, and then also toe articulation. So awesome figure. If you're looking for an extremely detailed Spider-Man, I'd say definitely, if you're not picking up the set, then definitely pick this guy up on his own. He's definitely worth picking up the set for if that's what you're actually going for. The only bad point about it is the fact that the neck isn't washed there, but You can always do that yourself. You can put a little black wash in there if you want to. But it looks absolutely awesome. Comes with a good base. Make sure that if you get him on its own, you get it with the webbing, because that just looks epic. Yeah, it's very unique, because normally we get very clean cut Spider-Man suits, so it's really awesome to see a Spider-Man suit that's got so much detail and so much awesome shading throughout. So I definitely would recommend that you pick this up. I can't see any faults in the mould, in the paint app, or anything really. Thanks for watching, guys. That ends my Sinister 6 set of videos. And if you want to see more Marvel Legends reviews, such as the Terrax wave, I also have the part 2 of the Captain America Winter Soldier wave coming up. And then obviously in the future we've got Guardians of the Galaxy. So if you want to see any of that, go ahead and subscribe. And I'd really love your support. If you've liked these Sinister 6 videos, go ahead and tell me what you like about them. Tell me if you have the set and what you think about it as a whole. Would you buy the set as a whole, or would you get certain individual figures, and if so, which ones? And if you enjoy the channel, just give me a like on this video, let me know. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys.